Okay guys, so this is a quick video going over the basics of how to use Axiom Pro. So Axiom came along after BullX was the primary trading platform. And yeah, Axiom has a lot of advantages over BullX. The amount of features that it has are a lot better. Plus, there's also the reliability of their servers is a lot stronger. So you won't get critical trades not fulfilled due to the performance of the platform, which is a massively important. Plus, I think their fees might also be lower. I'm not 100% sure about that. Okay, so the key parts of this video are how to deposit Solana, how to trade for different meme coins, the trade settings, which are really important, and it took me a while to figure out how those work and what not just how they work, but what the best ones are for different cases. And then the different menu options, which are all of these up here. There's a few different settings. There's Discover, Pulse, Trackers, and Portfolio are the main ones for trading meme coins. Perpetuals and yield and rewards aren't really essential. All right, so we'll get into the explanation here. All right, so deposit Solana. So up here is where your wallet will be, and this is the amount of Sol you have and the amount of USDC you have. So to deposit, you just go down here and click this button, and then you can either send Solana to your wallet address, which is here, and then you just click this copy button, and your wallet address will be copied, and you can either send Solana to that address, or you can buy Solana on this tab, and it's through Coinbase, so it's probably pretty as secure as you can get. And with stuff like with crypto, I always do test runs for everything. So I would just test run buying like $1, whatever the minimum amount is first, and then once you confirm that you received out, you can do whatever higher amount you want. But this is pretty straightforward. You have to like probably do some KYC, like identity verification, but it's pretty minimal for debit purchases, and every crypto platform requires that. Um, okay, so how to trade. So to trade, you'll go to one of these, either Discover, Pulse. These are where all the coins will be listed. So let's just take an example here. The #1 trending Moon. This has been a theme today. You'll notice there's themes throughout the day for random metas. Yeah, Moon's one right now. They're all bullshit. They're all just based on whatever trends are in the, usually on Twitter. Okay, so we're doing let's just buy 0.02. So you put in your amount of Sol here, and so you can just manually put it in 0.02 or 0.01, and that's a simple. In order to buy, it's as simple as hitting buy, and they'll say transaction confirmed, and then you can go to your portfolio and confirm you have it. So available positions about $1.4, and then to sell it, you can go back to you can just click the coin from here, and then you can sell your position by clicking 100%, and then click sell, then transaction confirmed, and then portfolio, and then it's not there anymore. And then history here will show that you sold it, and activity shows the buy and the sell, and the history tab just shows the net transactions. So I lost 16% on that. Okay, so that's how to buy. So, or how to trade, how to buy and sell. So then trade settings. This is a really important part that people don't realize right away. It took me a while. So it'll say your trade settings here, your slippage, your priority fee, and your bribe fee, and then MEV protection. So I'll go over all of those. So you set them down here. So you have three presets to trade. So if you're trading smaller amounts, I would use a smaller fees, and larger amounts you use larger fees, because it depends how likely your transaction is to go through when it's a very heavy trading. So I guess you can just base that based on whatever your priorities are. So to set the settings, you just make sure it's highlighted. So you can go to any of them to set it. So you'll be on, this means you're on the buy settings for preset 1. You click this, go to the sell settings. So slippage is the amount. So say you buy $1 of something. If you have 20% slippage, it's possibly the minimum you'll get is 80 cents worth of that coin. And the priority fee, the priority and broad fee are basically the fee that you pay to the validators for priority. They're basically both help your priority to get your transaction to go through first. So basically, the higher you set them, the faster it'll go through. But basically, the minimum you can set it for it to reliably work at all is usually 0.0003, and that's of June 27th, 2025. That could change over time, but so yeah, 0.003 is the absolute minimum you could do for transactions to go through at all. You can test lower if you really want to be. If you're trading a token like this that's really slow movement, you can have it at pretty much as low as you want. But a token that's like a new launch, you'll need higher fees for it to land. So then a medium priority, I'd say if you trade between like $50 and $100 a trade, you'd probably want at least 0.001, probably even up to 0.1. And then if you're trading over one sol, I would have 0.01, even up to 0.1. And I would for like a token launch or something. And then for and then when you do that for each of these, make sure to change the buy and the sell. And then for sell, the only difference between the buy and the sell for me is I would have the priority fees and rod fees the same. The only difference is I would have the slippage set to 95% on sell and only 20% on buy. Because when you're buying, you want to get into at the exact entry point that you're looking for. But on sell, when you're trying to sell, you usually want to, it's possible you're selling when you see it's about to get rugged, so you need to get out immediately. So say it's about to get rugged and you can tell, then you would rather have a 50% loss than a 100% loss. And a lot of them you can tell they're about to go to zero sometimes when the chart starts to look weird. So so yeah, most people that I follow advise to set this at least 80% slippage for sell. So you can get out as much as you can if it's an emergency case. And if it's set at 95 and it's not tanking, you could a lot of times still get like only 1 or 2% slippage, but that's in the worst case scenario. So and then MEV, if you're trading below $50, you can usually keep MEV off. If you're trading higher amounts, you can keep, it's advised to keep MEV on. So MEV is so there's 3 options. And then I believe transactions go a little slower with MEV. Yeah, so it gives yeah, off send trades as fast as possible, reduced. So a MEV attack is basically they can steal your entire trade by front running you. So if you're trading higher amounts, use it, and if you're trading very small amounts, you probably don't need it. Because your wallet needs to be actually tracked usually for them to target you. Okay, then so that's all the trade settings. And then menu options. So discover is almost nobody really uses that. This is just kind of for to show the general trends. This might be a good way to see like the metas that are going on. There's a lot of racist stuff, unfortunately. And then there's just moon stuff and sexual stuff. It's pretty stupid, but yeah, that's what meme coins are pretty much. And then sometimes there'll be an influencer. Usually when tokens really run, it's usually has to do with an influencer pumping them. So then people usually don't use this at all. And then pulse, this is what most people use. And the settings for these are really important. So new pairs are just new pairs. Final stretch is when they get to around like it's when they're approaching migrating to pump swap, which is it's kind of a more complicated subject to cover later, but basically it's when they're moved from the pump fund exchange to a secondary exchange. I guess now that's also owned by pump fund, but it's not really important right now, but it basically means they're getting bigger. And then migrated means they've already moved to pump swap. So then these coins, these will be the ones that are the biggest trenders. So then the filters, the reason the filters are important is because it's a way to identify scams, because there are an incredible amount of scams. So top 10 holding is a big key indicator of scams. So I'd set that at you probably want a absolute max of 15%. Top 10 holders, you probably want max 15% dev holding. And these are even high amounts. You probably want less than this, but it'll show you in red when they think it's sketchy. But yeah, honestly, these are just so you can see a lot of options, but I would have these closer to 10 or even 5%. Then insiders, I would honestly put these all at 10 really. But because so many of these are scams, and it might restrict the amount that it shows, but I think it's worth it. And then I also set the minimum market cap to at least 5,000, because it means that you see coins that are actually have movement, because like 99% of new coins don't ever get any movement. So yeah, and so it'll put all of the tokens on green, which doesn't mean they're not scams, but it just means that they're less likely to be. So then you can put those settings for all of them. But yeah, even these ones that are 3 million market cap still have massive manipulation. And the bundles can be because they're planning to rug pull. It's possible they could be doing it just to encourage buying, and to ensure also that other snipers don't buy before them. So we can look here and even look at the bundles right here in the trade section. This will normally be on the bottom, this trade section, but you can put it down there, or you can click this to put it on the side like I have it. All of these red dots are the bundle buys, and this one looks pretty manipulated because there's not a lot of up and down movement, and it's hovering. If this was an organic token, it would probably not hover this high. Actually, I might just be zoomed out wrong. This is possible. I'm actually not sure about this one. But yeah, so that's the core of that. I guess I can go into more detail since it's almost the end of the video. Let's see. Okay, so So then positions, it'll show all your positions down here on the bottom as well in the token. Yeah, actually this movement kind of looks organic. It's possible it is. But it's clearly not 100% organic because there's 23% bundlers and 15% top holders. So there's 100% manipulation. It's just a question of whether that manipulation will rug on you and go to zero. And I've honestly stopped trading tokens below like 100,000 market cap, probably below like 300,000 now, because just so many of them are rug pulls that you can't really. So let's go to like some of these examples. Like, yeah, see, like this is what'll happen. It'll go like to 30,000 and then just go to zero within like 10 or 10 seconds to 3 minutes or something. So actually that lasted a bit longer. Yeah, I guess that wasn't a strict rug. Yeah, I guess this one would have actually been possible to play and get in like somewhere like maybe 11, 13 and go to 27. Yeah, so I guess this is one of the rare ones where we actually could get a 2x fairly easily. So my main strategy, I guess I'll go into my main strategy as an extra. I guess we have portfolio. We have a reward still. Yeah, so if you have any referrals, you can give them your promo code, which down here you can. Well, yeah, just share a referral and then give that referral to whoever. And then for my strategy is mainly to follow wallets. So yeah, I have two key strategies that are actually pretty valuable. So the main one is following wallets. So I follow all the Kols, which you can go to I'll write down the URL, kolscan.io. So this is the URL for that. So this is where all the big traders are, and then you can go to, and so big traders tend to move the market the most. You can go to leaderboard to see the biggest ones. So yeah, the Kols, I follow all the Kols, and you can download this list, I think, or you can just click on their wallet addresses here and copy them. So you put all their addresses in the wallet manager. You can add wallet, then put their wallet address in and name. So then you go back to live trades, and you'll get all of their trades live here. So my strategy is basically when I see 2 or 3 influencers buy in when their market cap is below like a certain amount. Basically, my entire strategy is when I see a really intense volume spike and 3 Kols in a token, then it's usually a strong indicator that it'll run at least for a bit. But the issue I've run into recently is not buying tokens that are too low market cap, because there's been a pattern lately of Kols just rugging people if it's like up to like 50,000 market cap. If the volume goes crazy above like 100 to 200,000, that's when I tend to buy in, because once it gets that much momentum, it tends to not just speed up to the Kols anymore. Like the market kind of just runs with it. It seems like, yeah. So Cupsy is a pretty big Kol that people follow, and yeah, so clearly it's making money. But this is from all those copy traders. None of these Kols probably would actually be successful on their own. It's really just because they have copy traders. So when they buy, their copy traders will pump the price. So we can even check this one out that he bought. Yeah, so when they buy, their copy traders will pump the price, and then they'll typically sell after their copy traders buy, and then basically take the money from their copy traders. And then they'll even do shady stuff, like they'll buy like really small amounts to trigger people to buy, and then sell a huge amount after a bunch of people buy a bunch. So yeah, be really careful. Don't look at the Kols as pure indicators to buy immediately. Like look for a few of them, and especially look, there's a lot of non-Kol buyers also, to show that there's actually a trend happening. All right, so that's a basic overview video. I might do another video to give more detailed strategies and instructions. Oh damn, this is this is manipulated as shit. This is crazy. All right, yeah, so don't buy stuff that looks like this. That's another thing. If you see all ups, this 100% will rug. This will go, if you just keep watching this will go to zero, guaranteed. If you don't see any sells, and then you see like these crazy candles exactly the same up and down, it's 100% a scam. So yeah, I might go over another video of signs of scams. But yeah, that's it for the video. All right, see ya. Wait, and I forgot to mention, I have a link in the description to sign up for Axiom Pro. It's my referral link, so I'll get a small commission on your trades, and I think you also get a discount. I think it might be like 30% discount on your trading fees. So yeah, it'll help support my channel, and it'll also give you a discount. Yeah, and if you already signed up for Axiom, you can also just use a you can sign up again with a different email, and then just so you can use the referral code and save like 30% on the trading fees. So yeah, it's for sure worth it to do that, because the trading fees add up a lot.